In this video, we will be discussing conditional statements. Conditional statements are how your program makes decisions. They let your code choose what to do based on certain conditions, just like how you make choices in real life. Think about it like this. Imagine you're deciding what to wear. You might say, if it's raining, I'll wear a jacket. Else, I'll wear a t-shirt. That's a conditional statement. You're checking a condition, is it raining, and based on that, you choose what to take action on. So let's go through an example. In this example, we want to use a basic if statement. So let's say we want to take an electronic device on a trip, but we want to make sure its battery is above 80%. So let's define the device's current battery level, which is 90. And we will say if battery level is greater than 80, the console will print device battery near full. We'll run this, and of course it is going to print battery near full. But let's say the battery percentage is less than 80%. In this case, we'll use an else condition, which says device battery low. And we will give this a value less than 80, and it prints battery low. This is because this condition is not met, so it is false, and we'll move on to the else statement, which will provide the print statement device battery low. This is only if a condition above is not being met. In that circumstance, it'll then go to the else statement. So let's try to use else if now. So sometimes it's not just yes or no. There can be different levels of battery power. So let's say this value is now 65. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say else if and we are going to say battery level is greater than 50. We're going to keep this else condition in there as well. And we're going to print to the console, if battery level is greater than 50, device battery moderate. So of course this prints battery moderate because this condition is not met, so it moves on to the next condition, and this condition is met, so it is true. So I'll print out device battery moderate. Let's say we give this a value less than 50. Of course it's going to print battery low because this condition is not met, this condition is not met, so it goes to the else condition at the very end. So now let's try to combine these with loops. So I'm going to delete this, and we're going to say, now we want to have a group of electronic devices. So we're going to create an array with this. We'll say device batteries equals an array with values 95, 72, 40, 88, and 53. So we're going to create a for loop to go through each device on the list. So to do this, we're going to create a for let I equals 0. So we're going to start at value 0 in the array, or index of 0. We're then going to do device batteries.length. So we're going to go through the entire length of the array, and we're going to increment by 1 each time. We're then going to store a variable that holds device batteries. And now we're going to create our if statements. So if the battery is greater than 80%, let's say, we're going to say level is greater than 80. The console will print we'll use backticks. Device I plus 1. Battery near full. We'll say else if. So we're going to use the same conditions as we did in the previous example. It's greater than 50. The console will print. Just copy and paste this. And just change the description. Battery moderate. And then we're going to say else. If the battery is 50% or below, we're going to say console.log, we're going to print this, and we're going to say battery low. So let's run this. And it prints each device. So of course, battery near full in this case, battery moderate, because it is less than 80, but greater than 50. Battery low in this case, because it is less than 80 and 50, so both of these conditions are false, so it moves on to the else. Device 4, battery near full, which is true because it is a value of 88, and 88 is greater than 80. And then for 53, battery moderate, because 53 is greater than 50. So this condition is not met, but this condition is. So let's go through one more example. So let's say our device won't turn on unless the battery is above 60% and it's connected to Wi-Fi. So let me delete this. And I'm going to say const battery equals a value of 75. Then we're going to say const Wi-Fi connected equals true. So if battery is greater than 60 and Wi-Fi is connected, the console will print device all systems go. And then we're going to say else console.log device not ready, check battery or Wi-Fi connection. So of course in this case battery is greater than 75 and Wi-Fi is connected. So this will run the initial condition, all systems go. But let's say we switch this to false. Device is not ready because both conditions are not met. If I changed it to an or, for example, all systems go because one of the two conditions are being met. But of course with and, both conditions need to be met. So I'll change this to true. And when both conditions are met, the console will print device all systems go because this first condition is true. So those are conditional statements in JavaScript. If you've learned something new, please like and subscribe. Thank you.